Most people believe that once a livestock guardian dog is on the property, the biggest threats are automatically gone, and that belief feels logical because LGDs are bred to stop predators like coyotes, wolves, and even bears. But the uncomfortable truth is that the first predator most LGDs fail against isn't the biggest, fastest, or loudest one. It's the one that doesn't behave like a predator at all. And if you don't understand this early, you can lose animals while your dog is technically doing everything it thinks is right. New LGD owners usually expect failure to look dramatic, with barking, chasing, or visible confrontation. But the earliest losses rarely look like that, because the predator responsible doesn't trigger alarm, doesn't rush livestock, and doesn't force the dog into a decision that feels urgent. This predator moves slowly, avoids direct conflict, operates on repetition instead of force, and succeeds by blending into the background, which creates a dangerous disconnect where the farmer senses something is wrong, but the dog doesn't recognize a reason to act. That's where tension builds because animals start disappearing quietly, often one at a time, and the dog is still calm, still present, still doing what it believes is its job, while the owner grows frustrated and confused, wondering how losses are possible with a guardian on duty. The predator that causes this pattern more than any other is the raccoon, and raccoons succeed early against LGDs, not because they're strong or fearless, but because they exploit the way dogs categorize threats. Raccoons don't attack like coyotes, they don't challenge territory the same way, and they don't flee dramatically when confronted, which means young or inexperienced LGDs often don't register them as real danger, especially if the dog has been conditioned to ignore small movements, nighttime noise, or animals that don't move aggressively. Raccoons approach farms like problem solvers, not hunters, using patience and repetition to learn routines, blind spots, and patterns. And because they use their hands instead of brute force, they can kill poultry or young animals quickly and quietly without creating chaos that would immediately alert the dog. This is why raccoon losses often feel mysterious, why poultry disappear without obvious signs of struggle, and why owners sometimes blame fencing, luck, or even disease before realizing what's actually happening. The problem gets worse when owners unintentionally reinforce raccoon success by allowing LGDs to sleep away from stock, over-socialize with humans, or respond inconsistently to predator sightings, because every time a raccoon approaches without pressure, it learns that the farm has rules it can exploit. Unlike coyotes, which usually leave permanently after one bad encounter, raccoons return repeatedly, escalating losses slowly while gathering information. And this is why farms can lose multiple animals over time, even though larger predators avoid the property entirely. The turning point comes when people realize that LGDs are not failing because they are lazy, weak, or poorly bred, but because raccoons operate outside the threat model the dog has learned. And once that gap is closed through better bonding, positioning near vulnerable livestock, and consistent territorial pressure, raccoon losses often stop abruptly without any violent confrontation at all. The release is understanding that effective livestock protection isn't about whether your dog can kill a predator. It's about whether predators ever feel safe enough to try. And when LGDs are allowed to make decisions, stay with stock, and apply pressure early and consistently, raccoons quickly learn that the farm isn't worth the effort. This is why some farms with younger or smaller LGDs succeed while others with large mature dogs struggle because success isn't about size or aggression. It's about clarity, presence, and predictability from the dog's perspective, and unpredictability from the predator's perspective. The real lesson is that the first predator most LGDs fail against isn't the most dangerous one. It's the one that teaches itself how your farm works before you realize it's being tested. And once you understand that, livestock losses stop feeling random and start becoming preventable. If you want more real-world breakdowns like this, not theory, not hype, just how these situations actually play out on farms, make sure you subscribe, because most people don't lose animals to obvious predators. They lose them to the ones nobody warns you about early enough.